Hello and welcome to another edition of the Weekly Grizzlies Coaches Show. This week I'm joined by the dynamic duo of Assistant Coach Ratzloff and Head Coach and GM Tyler Veen. How are we doing today, fellas?
Great.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing good. Always doing great when I'm sitting next to you two.
Yeah.
How's practice going? How's the week been going?
Good. Just been competing. Yesterday was a battle day for us. Today got up and down the ice, a little more compete, but just getting the group to want to win and continue to grow the compete level within our group.
Cool. Yeah, it's been awesome. Vibes have been high. Guys are ready to buy in, and the tempo and pace of practice this week has been good. So just want to keep building each day.
Okay. Cool. All right, well, we'll start out, talk about the weekend sweep of the Mustangs. What went well, what didn't go well, just kind of talk about the weekend.
Yeah, I think what went well for us was offensive production. I think we had 15 goals in 2 games, so that's always a positive thing when we're putting the puck in the back of the net. But unfortunately, we had some inconsistency throughout the weekend. On Friday night, kind of had a slow start, and then Saturday we had the opposite problem where we just couldn't close it out. Kind of got comfortable, so got to work on the consistency aspect of things. But overall, pretty good weekend.
Yeah, I think when you look at it last weekend, we were just stressing, or last week during practice, compete and just outwill your opponent. I thought we did a good job of that, but to be honest, I thought we struggled defensively and got lucky with some goals. Then you look at the shot total between both games. I think Friday it was 40-25, and then Saturday it was almost even. So when you look at it that way, it's okay, we got better quality chances and we just happened to score, but also on Saturday night, you look at some of the grade A's that we gave up, honestly, throughout the whole weekend. Defending has got to be a focus for us. When you have a 6-0 lead and you give up 4 straight, obviously it's good to bounce back and win that third period, but there's a lot still we need to clean up, and we'll take the 4 points and the 2 wins, but we still got a lot of room for improvement to be where we want to be here down the stretch.
Yep. So speaking of down the stretch, got St. Louis this weekend. What needs to happen this weekend and kind of throughout this week going to St. Louis to keep those winning ways going?
I think just ramping up the defensive intensity is huge, because we've been preaching to the group that come playoff time, it's not going to be 5-0 games. It's just not going to happen. Everyone's going to bring their best, especially in playoffs. They know it's do or die. So it's going to be 2-1 games, 1-0, 3-2, 4-3 games. It's going to be 1-goal, 2-goal tight contests. So I think for us is keeping the chances, grade A chances to a minimal, keep pucks to the outside, clean up pucks out of the area. I think that's the focus. Doesn't matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter this time of year. St. Louis is still going to play hard. They took one from the Woodsman last weekend. They almost took another one. So it's not going to matter. We got to play our best game in order to build the right momentum going into the last 2 weekends here.
Yeah, I think like Tyler said, we just got to play against ourselves, really.
Yeah.
Just focus on what we need to do. And St. Louis, they're a young team. They're very skilled. And so for us, we got to take passion in defending, taking time and space away, building those good habits of, not allowing goals, because when playoff time comes, it matters the most. So just really harping on those defensive details and, coming together as a group to accomplish our goal.
Cool. Yeah, they're coming together. They seem to be clicking at the right time. Certain aspects like goaltending play a huge part of playoffs and those high-intensity games. With Bertram gone this weekend, Dubin had to play both games. Had 1 shutout, posted a .931 save percentage on the weekend. What have you seen from not only Dubin but also Bertram as well that gives you confidence on the back end going into playoffs?
Yeah, I think they just both have unbelievable work ethic. Anytime they have an opportunity to get on the ice to better themselves, they're there, right? So look at skill skate, right? We have them 2 times a week. It's optional, but those 2 guys are always out there. They want to face shots and certain angles. They want to face breakaways. They want to face our best guys. So iron sharpens iron, right? So it's getting our players better at, looking at places to score on a goalie. And for the goalies, they just got to shut them down.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, like Bob said with the skill stuff, those 2, they both want to be in the net come playoff time. So they're both competing with each other in a healthy way, but they're supporting each other too. It's like in practice we're doing mini games. They both want to win because they know that it matters for their team, and Gil and John back and forth with the other teams. But at the end of the day, you got to have good goaltending to win.
Yep.
And especially in playoffs, it goes back to the defending side of things. They're your most important piece of your defensive zone. You know, it's like you got to keep pucks to the outside. You expect them to make saves. They're going to have to come up with big saves in order to win, too. Goalie's got to be prime time when you're out there. You look at Connor Hellebuck right now with Team USA, like he's making big saves. Goaltending is a big reason why teams are successful. So we have all the confidence in both of these guys. Hopefully they get rolling here and continue to do that down the stretch as we get into playoff hockey.
Cool. All right, well, that's enough for the serious stuff. We know we did rapid fire with you guys right before Christmas, so it's been a while, so let's do it again.
Perfect, let's go.
Got a couple questions, and then, let's just get into it.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Favorite, or who is your coaching idol?
You got one?
Yeah, I'd say my dad, Chris Ratzloff. He taught me the game ever since I was a young kid. So, I mean, a lot of that stuck with me, and I had the opportunity, of course, to join him on the bench. Was a dream come true. So, always been learning from him. Look forward to keep learning from him. He's always around too, so that's good.
That's a good one. Ratty obviously is one for me too,
Yeah.
and Howie and Austin. Obviously, those are two big mentors. But I'd say like from a professional level, I look a lot at John Cooper.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't really have the playing background. I don't have the most extensive playing background either. I got 2 points in high school. Like I just went straight into scouting and coaching after high school, just kind of like John Cooper did, and just seeing how he's had success not being a pro player or an all-star, a high-level player, but just more so of him understanding, knowing the game, and building relationships with guys. That's how I try to build my coaching style off of, is building relationships with the kids and showing them that you care about them and trying to make them better men and hockey players.
All right. Favorite type of practice, like skill skates, hard practices, bag skates. What's your favorite type?
Battle day, 100%.
Battle days?
I love when the guys are out there competing, whether we're doing Dave Brown, war in the center circle, 3-on-3, whatever it is. I think the compete stuff, because I think, the systems and the structures are important, but I think at the end of the day, who wants it more is what makes good teams great and what makes great teams elite, and what makes elite teams championship teams right there. So that's would be my favorite.
I agree. I think battle day is always fun, especially for us coaches too. We kind of get into it, so that's always great. But me, as a player, I always like to focus on my skills. So like edge work, stick handling, just the little details of the game that you can enhance every day going out there by yourself, whatever. So I kind of lean toward the skill practices a little bit more, but
cool.
Yeah.
Skill skates are fun too,
Yeah.
because you're getting out there, you're having fun. The goalies want to play 2-puck, they want to do little different drills, but as a whole group, battle days for sure gets them going.
Okay. All right. The funniest player that you've coached?
That's great. You got one?
It's tough. I mean,
Ever?
I could name a few.
Ever. I know, Bub, you have a shorter list to work with.
Yeah.
It'll be yours is a little bit bigger.
I'd say probably Leo Milan.
That's fair.
He always had the energy. He's
Yeah.
always saying some goofy stuff, whatever it is. Never disappointed me. Always put a smile on my face, so I'll go with Leo.
I mean, they're all funny in their different ways, but Zach Weiss, I got to give him a shout out. He's one of the funniest I've coached in 4 years here. Klotzy, he's always got something to say.
list.
Leo, OVT, Lenny, I think Lenny's Wolfie, trying to think, Doc.
A lot of characters.
Kale's always
Kale.
got something.
Yeah.
So Wiki asking me if
Yeah.
you should go hard in practice. That's a funny one. Trying to think what else. There's obviously guys that I'm missing,
Yeah.
but those are the ones that come to my mind. Every group that's got funny guys, like they're all funny because they're all 18 to 20 years old. They're some of the things that they say, it just cracks me up. But yeah, I don't know all of them, but those would be the highlighted ones I'd say.
All right. So we'll go with a favorite and least favorite on this one.
Okay.
Arena to coach in. What's your favorite, and then what barn do you absolutely hate going to?
Obviously, the rec center is my favorite, but if we have to pick opponents, I'm going to go Granite City.
Favorite?
It's your
Yeah.
favorite?
Okay.
The place is always jumping. It's a high-paced game every time. You know what you're going to get, back and forth. And, they just pack it. It's rowdy.
I'd say my obviously favorite here, but away rink Alexandria.
That's my favorite
Always a
too.
good
Good
atmosphere
call.
up there. Yeah, we put on a good show. The lights just seem brighter there whenever we go up there, and we were fortunate enough to win a lot there last year. And then Least favorite, I don't mind going to Granite, but we haven't won there in a while, so that's one of my least favorites. Plus, St. Louis' rink in the winter, because it's ice cold, freezing. Like I remember 3 years ago we were down there and guys were wearing heated gloves on the bench. Like our backup goalie, Goicher, was wearing heated gloves. It was so cold in there. That's why it's the least favorite for me.
Yeah,
the chilliness.
Least favorite, I'd probably say either St. Louis or Peoria. I'd say Peoria. It's just a tough place to play for whatever reason. It's a little bit darker lighting. You know, it's not the warmest rink, and there's just not a whole lot of energy there. But, you know, what do you do?
Yeah.
Favorite snack during a game? Are you munching on the bench, or is it just intermissions? You're finding something?
For me, I'm just drinking water. I don't usually eat a lot during the game.
Okay.
I'm not going to eat really anything during the game. Game days, I don't eat a whole lot either. Water, that's about it. And then eat something afterwards.
Yeah, I'm like Tyler. I'm a little bit anxious on game day, so not really that hungry. But one thing you'll always see me have in my hand is a cup of coffee. You know, probably 3 or 4 cups of coffee before the game, during the game, whatever. It's a staple.
Okay.
Bob loves his coffee.
All right, and so if you could coach any professional team, who would it be? I got to stress, this is professional, not college.
Okay. Well, that really makes things interesting here. I'd probably say the Chicago Blackhawks. You know, they're my favorite team. Growing up, being in the United Center, being able to be on that bench with the crowd rowdy behind you, just be a great place to coach. The history they have there, it's good stuff.
Okay.
I go Toronto or Minnesota. Just Toronto, the atmosphere there, underdog, haven't won in a while, kind of like the Vikings trying to win one. And then Minnesota obviously being here, trying to bring a cup home to the home state of Minnesota now.
Okay. Cool. All right, well, I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day and hanging out with me on the show. I know you guys are pretty busy and you got stuff to do, so
Thanks, Jacob. We appreciate it every week.
Thank you. All right, well, Grizzlies fans, on the second half of today's Coach's Show, we're going to be joined by 2 Rochester natives, Aiden Emerich and Gavin Black.
Your body is designed to function at its best, but daily stress, poor posture, and even minor injuries can disrupt your health. At Thrive Wellness, we focus on restoring balance and alignment so you can live pain-free and perform at your peak. Chiropractic care is a natural, effective approach to improving mobility, reducing discomfort, and enhancing overall wellness. Don't wait for pain to hold you back. Call 507-258-4100 or visit thrivewellness.com today to schedule your consultation. Experience the benefits of a properly aligned body because optimal health starts with a healthy spine.
All right, on the second half of today's Grizzlies Coach's Show, we're joined by 2 Rochester natives. We got assistant captain and defenseman Gavin Black, and we got forward and the Grizzlies' leading point getter Aiden Emerich. How are we doing today, fellas?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. How are you
Doing
doing?
great.
Awesome. All right, well, we always start out just kind of telling the fans how you guys got to Rochester and your hockey journey growing up. I know, GB, this is your second time on the show, so if you just want to do a quick little recap, and then we'll get to Doc right after that.
Yeah, I grew up in Mankato for a little bit, and then moved to Rochester from a young age, and been playing hockey ever since then.
I'm just a Rochester native, been here my whole life, played high school here. And then just played hockey here before and after high school season last year, and now all of this year.
Cool. All right, well, let's just get right into it. Doc, you and another Rochester native, Mason Decker, traded 2 little games this past weekend against Peoria. Dex on Friday, and then you had 2 on Saturday. What's kind of going right for you guys to help get the puck in the back of the net this year so far?
I guess credit to my line mates. They make it super easy to play. We all kind of play off of each other very well, and it's even just gotten better as we play together longer. So, I guess every game we just go out there, try to get pucks on net, try to get a greasy goal. Sometimes they just go in.
Yep. Cool. All right, well, GB, you and Ben Parent, have seemingly found something on the back end playing together, combining for 56 points this year as a D pair. I know you're not playing together anymore at the moment, but what about playing with Benny has helped your game, and kind of vice versa? What do you think has helped Benny about playing with you throughout the season?
Yeah, we're both he's a little bit more offensive minded, so it helps me. I can kind of stay back and kind of do my own thing, and he does his, but we work together and talk a lot on the ice and just have good chemistry.
Cool. All right, well, you guys traveled to St. Louis this weekend, second road trip of 3 straight weeks on the road, right? What's going to be the key to getting that second straight sweep on the road?
I think we just got to bring it both games, bring it 100%. St. Louis, they're no pushover. We're gonna have to battle both nights, so should be a good weekend. We're excited.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just have to play how we know how to play. If we play our game, nobody can beat us. So that's just what it comes down to.
Sounds good. What are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the season?
I don't know. Just hanging with the boys, kind of soaking it all in. I mean, we don't have that much left, so kind of take it all in.
Yeah, I guess just coming to the rink every day, seeing the guys that you spend every day, all day with, and get ready for playoffs. Best hockey of the year is during playoffs, so that'll always be fun.
Cool. All right, well, that's good. We're kind of done with serious questions for, the show. I know you guys have watched and you've been a part of it already. So we'll go into some rapid fire for the fans, just to kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. We'll start with Doc. What's your pregame ritual?
I don't really have one. Just kind of show up to the rink, put on my skates when the coach tells me to get out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way now. I don't really have anything that I do certain.
Okay. When you're not at the rink, what are you guys doing? What are your hobbies? Do you work?
I work at Flappidos, North Store, ice creamologist. Usually hang out with the boys. But
Yeah.
Just trying to spend as much time with the guys.
A lot of poker and Fortnite. It's
Okay.
kind of the big thing. Right?
All right, what's your favorite hockey memory?
All time or just this year?
All time.
All time. Probably last year winning the section final against Lakeville South in this barn. That was pretty electric.
Mine was probably we made state our Bantam VFW year. Made both states, but didn't get to go due to COVID, so kind of a good and bad memory, I guess.
Okay. Who's your favorite non-hockey athlete?
Ooh.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards. I'm gonna go Rory McIlroy, golfer.
Okay. All right, and then we're gonna go. What's your favorite and the one you hate the most during practice? Drills. We're gonna go talk about drills for a little bit.
I love Tampa Bay, and not a big fan of neutral zone progression. If you know, you know.
I'm a big fan of Flames. A little pregame skate there, get the legs going, and obviously hate Dave Brown.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Oh yeah, Dave Brown.
All right, go back to the favorite. Who's your favorite hockey player?
Ooh, I've been a big Matthew Tkachuk guy lately. He's been firing. He's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna have to go with Nikita Kucherov in this one.
Okay. Favorite hockey movie?
Goonies.
Mighty Ducks #1.
Goons.
How's that hockey movie?
Goons.
Oh, Goon. All right, gotcha. Okay. I
Not
thought you were talking about
Goonies.
Goonies. I was like,
Not
what?
the Goonies. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
a hockey movie.
All right. Who's the funniest guy in the locker room?
I'm gonna go Eric Tarchenko.
I don't know.
Couple.
I actually don't know. We'll go Wolfie. Wolfie's pretty funny.
Okay. Best hair in the locker room?
Felix Watstromer.
Yeah, Felix has got some
Good
got a
Swedish hair.
Good head of hair.
All right. Best memory so far with the team this season?
Comeback win, Ronald McDonald night against
Yeah.
Toma. That was a fun game.
Mhm.
It was a really fun game.
That's yours too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and then last one. What's your locker room nickname? What do the boys call you?
I'm GB. Pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
I'm Doc.
Where's Doc come from?
There's a hockey announcer, Doc Emerich. My last name's Emerich, so
Okay.
just kind of.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. Appreciate
Yeah,
you taking some
thank
time
you.
out of your day.
Thank
I know you
you.
guys got to get to work out. So, but Grizz fans, thank you for joining us today. The team travels to St. Louis this weekend. Got 2 games on Saturday and Sunday. They're earlier games than usual. You got 3:30 on Saturday and 11:40 a.m. on Sunday. As always, you can watch them on NAHL TV with a subscription. And thank you. Go Grizz.
Go Grizz.
Go Grizz.